It's Monday. Hopefully you guys had a great holiday, great weekend. You were able to get home to work or your destination of choice safe and sound in one piece. No house of fuss, trouble, problems, or misunderstandings. And especially no meet and greets. Just full of laughter, love, happiness, memories to share. And so I made chili for my holiday meal. Chili, some vegetable rice, and some cornbread. That was my holiday meal for my uncle and myself. I don't know what they waiting on. Christmas is over with. They just sitting there. Oh Lord, they can't drive. They functioning and moving slow. They say they cruising this morning to get out this complex. And why is this person on this side of the road like they got a big body Chevy, like big body Oldsmobile back in the day? Like your vehicle is not that large. Stop playing. There you go. The lights are out again on this street. And for a minute, it was great. It had lights. You could see things, and it was shining bright. Now, it is what it is. So, we're going to get on to this job this morning. And, other than that, like, that was it. Came home last night. I want to say about maybe 10:30. That's about, no, could have been between 10:30 and 11. I got home, something like that, right? And so, of course, you know, unpacked my stuff, took a quick little shower, and crawled myself in bed. Went through my phone and took off a lot of pictures that I took. And after that, I watched Power, you know, because I missed it for the day. My uncle and I were watching videos because I slept in yesterday, honey. And when I got up, Exxon is at 169 and Shell is at, it just has one space and a 9. So I guess they changed the price of the gas at Shell. What they changed it to, I don't know. But back to the story. We were watching, when I got up, I made us lunch, which was vegan pepperoni pizza quesadillas, some plantains, some fries, and a salad, right? So that was our lunch. And hey, what can I say? My cousin, she came over, and we were talking for a little while, and I was letting her know that my uncle does need to go see the doctor, you know, because, you know, around this time, he's 60, so he does need, like, the annual checkups. You know, you gotta make sure, for men, you gotta check up your physicals, basically for your prostate. And so I told her, I said, he really needs to go see a doctor and have a complete physical to make sure that they can, you know, so he can have a colonoscopy, they can check his prostate, you know, they can check his overall health, make sure he's okay, because, you know, cousin cooks or one of the ready-made meals. Well, even on the weekend, sometimes he'll eat one of his ready-made meals. So, but majority of whatever when I'm cooking is vegan. So, you about guaranteed 90% of his meal intake on the weekend is vegan. So, I made that, and so she had bought over some potato salad for him, some chicken, and some dressing, and I don't know if that was brisket or turkey, but it was something else, right? So he had that, and he ate on some of the boiled chicken. He ate on that, and some of the dressing and potato salad last night for his dinner. So, you know, he was fine with that. My great aunt had baked some cookies for him. He kept asking me, he said, you sure you don't want anything? You don't want to try one? I said, well, I told him, I said, no. I said, because it has dairy in it, you know. It has eggs. He said, huh? I said, it has the butter and the milk and the eggs in it, so I don't eat it. He said, oh, okay. So I gave her the bag of sauces that I had, the packages of gravy to the stroganoff, and you know, all that stuff. So I had to really read it. Oh, and the cocktail sauce. I had to really read it because the cocktail sauce said it had fish in it. And then the packets for the gravy that I bought, either had, for the brown gravy, had the beef fat. For the white, like the turkey gravy, had chicken fat. And the stroganoff, of course, you had the dairy in it, the milk. And I was like, man, I can't use any of these because, you know, I kept thinking I can make them vegan, but I didn't read the package carefully when I bought them, right? So I was like, dang, I said I can't do nothing with them. So I gave them to her. So she was happy about that. And I figured she could use them to make, you know, her gravies and, you know, make a stroganoff if she wanted to, or, you know, however she's going to do it. So it made me think, like, dang, I do want some stroganoff, but I'm going to have to find a vegan recipe in order to do the stroganoff. Because there's vegan meatballs that, I can do those. That's not a problem. Because, Beyond has the vegan meatballs, right? And I can buy the noodles. I will just have to figure out what am I going to do for well, they have different things that I can use for the cream base. Now, I'm trying to find, I really want to use some mushroom, cream of mushroom, because that's what I would use back in the day. But like I said, I have to find a vegan recipe so I can make the stroganoff. And I think that'll be a good meal. I think that's something like my uncle would like too. So I need to look into that. But I am going to make that cabbage, the greens. Oh, and I made some corn. Did I tell you I made cornbread? I think I did. And for the cornbread, I used the just eggs and the coconut milk. Because the packet of corn kits requires you to use an egg and 2/3 of milk. Well, I was like, okay, I'm going to use the just eggs, and I'm going to use the 2/3 of coconut milk. But instead, I used the whole can of coconut milk in there, and it came out good. I was like, okay, this I can do. Like I said, I'm definitely going to be looking for a vegan beef stroganoff, because I need that in my life. miss the flavor, the taste of it. The noodles when you would, and it would slap up against your lip. So that, yeah, it's more or less like the taste, the flavor, you know, of the meal. That's, you know, that's something my mom used to make for us growing up as well. So I look forward to that. What else? Other than that, it was just a mellow weekend. Like I said, we watched Wonder Woman 84. Well, my uncle mainly watched it while my cousin and I were talking. So I didn't get to watch all of it. I watched bits and pieces here and there. I was listening to it. So I know a lot of people online were saying that the movie was slow, or it was boring, or they just didn't like it. I will just actually have to watch it myself to say one way or another if it was good or not, because like I said, I didn't really get to fully watch it. So just have to go from there. Let's see what else. That's about it. Oh, we watched Sylvia's Love. That was such a beautiful movie. I was like, oh my, I was like head over heels. I thought it was so beautiful. So, I don't know what this Ford truck is doing, but I guess they say they're going to take the curve out. They're going to take the curve. I can't do nothing about it. What? Buses lined up at the rail gate for the toll, coming off the toll, but they ain't even opened the toll for them. So it's like, I guess they got to wait for somebody to come open the gate. I hope they do it soon, because I know most of the people on there got to be at work. So, I'm about to get over, because I don't know what this Ford truck is doing. Ain't nobody in it in front of them. I mean, they miles from the next vehicle. So, that in mind, that's all. Like I said, Sylvia Love, we were watching that. That was such a beautiful movie. It was such a beautiful movie, to where she was already engaged, and, you know, gave her hand a promise to another man. It was, I guess, overseas at the time when she met Robert. When Sylvia met Robert, and he walked into the record store because he had been looking at her, admiring her from afar. And so when he saw the Help Wanted sign in the window, he used that as his opportunity to try to get close to her. And that's how it started off as a friendship, to where he told her that he also plays. Well, he told her father as well. And her father was the one that hired her, Robert, because she was like, someone's here again. Because he's asked what was going on up front, because he was in back. And she was like, somebody's here about the Help Wanted sign again. And she was like, yeah, this happens a lot. She was like, the only reason we do it is because my mother doesn't want people to think that we can't afford to hire someone, because I come here and I watch TV, because she likes television shows. She wants to be a producer, and she loves music too. And she sits there at the record shop, her dad's record shop, and watches television. And so when he came in, and she told her dad that he came from the back, he introduced himself, and he was like, you know, he asked him, you know, after he asked his name, and Robert introduced himself to her father, and he was like, okay, well, you're hired, come back tomorrow at 10 a.m. And so he plays his saxophone with his band at night, but had already told him, don't shut the basement door when you're coming down, because if not, you'll be stuck down here. The door will lock itself behind you, and you'll be stuck until somebody comes and lets you out. And so one particular day, he had left to go do something, I guess run errands, or he was gone for the day. And Sylvia told Robert that, oh, okay, you know, oh, you're still, I guess he was still doing some work downstairs. He was like, and she was like, well, I can come help you if you want. And so she comes right behind him and shuts the door. She comes right behind him and shuts the door. And he was like, no. And he explained to her that the door is locked. And she was like, well, I guess we gotta wait till my dad comes back. So while they're sitting up there and smoking cigarettes, and he happens to see she has a bobby pin in her head. And so he pulls the bobby pin out and goes and works on the door, and he gets them out right. And so she gives him an album. She gave him an album the first time when he was hired, because he asked, what's the employee discount, you know, for the record, because it was originally $3. Now, mind you, this is like in 1957. I think that was supposed to be the year, the summer of 1957. And so it was $3. And so he was like, so how much is it with my employee discount? She was like, on the house. So that was the day before he got hired, right? I mean, the day before he was supposed to start. The day he got the job. And so once they got out the basement, she gave him a record of a jazz musician. And from there, she went to go see his band play. That was it. She went to go see his band play, and it was sparks after that. I don't see that young man out here. And I bought a bag with like peanut butter and jelly crackers, and has cookies in there. It has trail mix in there. I think it was an applesauce and fruit cocktail. Grape juice, 2 bottles of water. But I don't see this young man. Perhaps I'll see him this afternoon, or, you know, as I'm leaving out from the garage, or, you know, perhaps I'll see him tomorrow morning. But either way, I'm going to leave the bag in the car and just take my lunch. My lunch is leftover tamales from and some rye chips. That is what I bought for my lunch, and 2 bottles of water. I have water in my desk drawer, but I still bought 2 more bottles of water. And y'all forgive me. Okay, so heading to this garage. I want to tell you guys I thank you and I appreciate you for taking that commute in with me this morning, being a part of this morning and my drive in. And I pray that you have a good day, a great day, a blessed day, an awesome day, a beautiful morning.
Press the button and take the parking ticket or present credit card.
Okay, so I got 10 minutes to get in this building. I don't know who's driving this morning. I don't know how many shuttles we got. But I got 10 minutes to get in this building. And so from there, but like I said, you guys have no meet and greets today. You know, and most of all of anything, you know, just try to be respectful to each other, and just, you know, I understand people will try your patience, honey. But just try to be respectful to each other as best you can, as much as you can. And I will talk to you guys